Well, now on 4, it's time for a special transatlantic Japanese link-up. Wired.
Watashi wa Tim Graham. Watashi wa Tokyo nimasu. Konnichiwa. Welcome to Wired's Tokyo Special. This is Wired, and we're in Tokyo. Blade Runner without the violence, New York without the noise, probably the most modern city in the world. We're here for a special report on Australian band Crowded House in Tokyo later in the programme. Japan is the second largest record market in the world, highly sophisticated, with 75% of its album sales being on CD, a very negligible singles market, but with profit margins on albums being so much greater, Japan is obviously a prime territory for conquest by all major groups. How's it done? We came to Tokyo to catch Australian group Crowded House playing their first Japanese concerts.
With session man Mike Gubb on keyboards, three-piece band Crowded House are reaping the rewards of a year's hard touring. Singer Neil Finn and later drummer Paul Hester were both members of New Zealand cult band Split Enz. Their new band, without enormous success in Europe, have cracked America. Now based in Australia, Crowded House are on their way to breaking new territories.
A lot of people have said to us since we've been here that they like our music because it has serenity. And I've never heard anybody describe things like that in the West. So I guess I was thinking about that a bit tonight, you know, trying to touch the old Japanese nerve or something. I don't know.
You're going to meet a whole load of radio producers in a minute.
You're going to be there, right? I'm Neil. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for your response.
We are very honoured to be able to invite you. Such a wonderful...
Thank you. No, it was our pleasure. It was our pleasure. First time to Japan. We're having a wonderful time.
We're very much affected by Asia in Australia, and we sort of feel part of this whole, you know, Asian part of the world. It's like the last frontier to be totally dominated and conquered by the Americans. So it's interesting to see that the Japanese taking on American culture in a mass way, but then basically undermining the rest of the world economically.
Stuff that we did with Split Enz that was successful in America was actually quite pop, really.
Right.
In fact, almost more so than, well, almost more so in some ways than now. It's just a more quirky kind of pop. I think it's because Crowded House is a bit more straight down the line, you know. I don't know why sometimes I get right there. You can see my eyes and tell that I'm not blind. I don't know why sometimes I get. But people thought it was a gimmick the way Split Enz looked. They thought it was something we decided to do. But it was really very natural thing, and it resulted from being in New Zealand and wanting to be noticed and wanting to be different from all the glam. Next stop.
Oh yeah?
Next stop.
No, that guy's actually saying Split Ends was actually quite a good band as far as he was concerned. In Japan, they were taken quite seriously and with quite a bit of reverence, which I just translated for you.
Thanks.
More or
And
less.
then he ended it with Next Stop.
I think that one of the attractions to Crowded House by the American media was that we were non-format, as it were, in the respect that they are very regimented in their format for TV and radio, and we were a little more relaxed, and it tickled their funny bone, and they actually liked it, you know.
At the moment, being an Australian band in America is probably quite a fashionable sort of thing. It happened as well about 7 or 8 years ago when Split Ends was having a bit of success in America, and they called it the Australian invasion when Men at Work happened and all that. To me, it's like it's a totally irrelevant point where you come from.
A lot of the songs are extremely dark
Yeah.
and edgy.
That's Nick and Neil. Neil mainly is Catholic guilt. You know, I mean, they're both lapsed Catholics. I'm totally unreligious. You know,
Despite the watch.
Despite my watch, my can you get a close up on that?
You are unreligious.
Yeah, I got this in Mexico. It's got the disciples around the outside.
And Nick wears a similar watch.
It's
but
quarter
he is
to
religious.
Judas. It's quarter to Judas.
See, I get all my lyrics, or the first ideas just fall onto the page with the melody, and I have to look at them to decide what they're about. I don't consciously sit down to write about a particular subject. And when I look at them, they usually suggest some kind of inner turmoil, which is more evocative thing to write about than baby, baby, let's go down to the disco tonight, you know, that sort of thing. So most of my songs end up being a little bit bitter and twisted, and I'm trying to figure it out myself, really. I don't know. I think I stopped going to confession when I was about 15 years old. I think I do it in my songs now.